Hello everybody, on this day 9 of SQUATCHMAS, we're going to take a look at something that's quite unusual. Of all the things I have in my collection, this is one of the strangest. I don't have a lot of background information, actually I don't really have any background information on what I'm going to share today, but if anyone does, please feel free to leave a comment with the information you may have about this item. Let's get right into it. What we will be looking at is a 45 record. It's called Bigfoot Discovered, as you can see, and on the cover you can also see some artwork of what is purportedly a drawing of a Sasquatch. When we flip over the album jacket, we see location recordings, and we see some Spanish words which I'm not even going to try to pronounce, but I know through Google Translate that it means stomach pain. And there's the address, and you can see that it's out of Mexico. My best guess, because there's no date or year on the jacket or the actual 45 record, is that it was produced sometime in the 2000s, maybe 2005, between 2005 and say 2012 or so, and that's just a guess, just based on what's on it and things like that. For some reason, I have a feeling that this package was put together by a teenager, someone sitting in Mexico in December while we are up north freezing our you-know-what's off. They are literally culling purported Sasquatch sounds from the internet, recording them and somehow pressing them on a record. You'll see that there's very little information to do with anything pertaining to this record. The actual record, as you can see, is blank other than one of the stills from the Patterson-Gimlin film, and on the other side is what appear to be castings of footprints. What casts those are, I don't know. Even the Discogs website has very little information on this release. You can see, I'll put it up here on the screen, Bigfoot, and I don't know why the number 8 is in brackets, dash discovered. The label is, as I showed earlier, and Stomachache Records. It's vinyl 7-inch, which means it's a 45 in this case. Country released, it doesn't say, but it is Mexico. The genre is non-music and the style is field recording. And if you were to scroll down, you would see under the notes it says location recordings of the mighty Bigfoot himself. There's a real mix of various recordings you'll hear on this album. I'm going to only share side A in this video, and perhaps I'll share side B in a subsequent video. I'm going to be playing side A exactly how it sounds. I didn't make any corrections other than to boost the signal. You'll hear clicking, you'll hear repetition. You're going to hear it in the raw form, exactly how I received it and how it is on the recording. No doubt many of you will recognize some, if not all, of the sounds found in this recording. Please note that the actual first sound you're going to hear is not a Sasquatch for sure. It's a recreation that Roger Patterson had created back in 1968 based on something that he had heard while out researching. And as a side note, for years I had wondered about this recording and finally found out what it was and who created it. So it goes all the way back to 1968. It's found on Patterson's documentary from that year. It also found its way onto Ron Olson's movie in 1976 called Sasquatch, and something tells me that it also found its way onto one of the In Search of programs, but I'm not certain about that. It's a great recording. How Patterson did it, I don't know, but it's quite eerie. You'll hear it. It plays several times on the recording, strangely enough, even on side B again. You may ask yourself, what exactly is the historical significance of something of this nature? It's a great question. If nothing else, it really illustrates just how far and wide-reaching Sasquatch is, Bigfoot is. This is a compilation of purported vocalizations of Sasquatch, Bigfoot, and it was packaged and put together in, of all places, Mexico. Or rather cheaply, I might add. The jacket of the 45 is really just a cut piece of paper that looks like it's been photocopied. It's not a proper jacket by any means. The sleeves are blank. The actual record has nothing on it other than what you see. So yeah, this is definitely a bootleg, and definitely not something that a lot of money was spent on. But having said that, I really do hope that you enjoy this rare release.
October 2nd, 1978, 1:30 a.m. The weather was clear, and it was over in the grass.
Please support this channel by subscribing and leaving comments. Stay well, stay safe. Here's wishing each and every one of you a wonderful holiday season. Merry Squatchmas, everyone!